Good evening, everybody. Before I continue with the next video, which will be coming up shortly, I just want to say something. I've had an email, I won't say who from, but he obviously thinks he's something special. And he has informed me that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Yeah, that is, excuse me, that is testing these in a home workshop because I'm going to be fitted to an aeroplane. In some ways he's correct, but because I'm not, this isn't a licensed workshop, if you like. But what I do have, right, when I test something, okay, I put my little moniker on it, I put my stamp on it to say I've tested it, and as far as I'm concerned, along with the AP, which is down there, this is serviceable. My chief engineer then oversigns me to say that what I've done is correct, and he's happy with it. And he's happy with it to be fitted to an aeroplane. Right. Now, having said that, he also considers that I'm underqualified. Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? So, yeah, 26 years, 27 years in the Air Force. Started off as a air radar mechanic. Ended up as running my own engineering bay. Thank you very much. At Coningsby. Yeah, and you think I'm underqualified. If anything, my expertise is analog avionic systems. That is my expertise. That's what I did my training on. That's what I've got all the certificates for. I do have certificates for digital systems, AI-24, that kind of thing, if all you, the horrors of AI-24. Yeah, so I am qualified beyond measure. Almost to the point, I suppose, if I was a civilian, I'd possibly have a doctorate. So bear that in mind, whoever you are. I'm not mentioning your name here, but I don't think it's fair to call you out like that. All I'm just saying is wind your neck in, you haven't got a clue. Yeah? Okie dokie. And if you want to come and inspect my premises, please feel free, come knock on my door. And people like myself, if it wasn't for people like us, things like Just Jane wouldn't happen. There's lots of us about. There's lots of small workshops, engineering shops who do bits and pieces for everybody. Yeah. I know at one point in the, thinking back now, in the 80s, where was I? Was I Coningsby? I was at Coningsby, so it would be in the early 90s. Early to mid 90s, there was a small workshop. In fact, he was a horologist, good friend of mine, and he was making or he was turning specialist things for EEV, right? Because they hadn't got the expertise in their shops to do it, and he was busy doing it. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of us out there doing stuff like this. It's just the big companies get all the woo, don't they? The big companies get the hooray, look what we've done. And in the background, there's someone like myself in a workshop doing all the piddly stuff. Yeah, because not many people can do manual machining, non-CNC. Yeah. CNC is very nice, but once you've programmed it, it just does it. To get it perfect every time is easy. When you're a manual machinist, to get it perfect every time is difficult. You've got to work at it. You've got to be good at it. You've got to be proficient. Same with analog systems. Yeah. Digital systems, a lot of them are preset. Using integrated circuits, programmable circuits, so you program it and away it goes. You know, you use a PIC, dear, not a PIC. PIC, it is a PIC, isn't it? You know, a little programmable 6-pin CPU. You program it and away it goes. It quite happily does its thing. It's possibly doing its thing. Okay, there's an ARM processor in this, possibly 2. But all this stuff is analog. Yeah, it's wire wound resistors, as we'll see later on when I do the video. And you know, like on the Desins here, it's a fairly simple system. It's students I've taught this to, yeah, and in the past, well, since Christmas, it's just before Christmas, I had 2 students, well, one in particular, but certainly 2 at East Kirkby, and I've been teaching them the old analog systems because nobody knows, yeah. Nobody knows. There's not many of us left, and if we don't pass it on, you're bollocks, aren't you, in a few years' time, when you want to get all these vintage aircraft flying, and all the old boys like me are in a wheelchair saying, well, we tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen, yeah. Analog systems first, digital systems second, yeah. Got to learn to walk before you can run. It worked for me. And I got 26 good years, 26, 27, I can't remember. It's been so long ago, 27 good years out of it. And yeah, it was good fun in the main. Anyway, I digress now. So what I'll do now is, yeah, so on with the next video. So the next way, I digress. And hey, so yeah, thanks for staying with us. I know it's a bit of a rant, but it's a pet peeve of mine. People saying, you shouldn't be doing that, when really they can ram it. Yeah, I should be. I'm allowed to. I'm licensed. Okay, I'm possibly more qualified than you, and so shut up, stop typing. Cheers, guys. See you on the next one.